Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Middle East streaming of the ladies' senior finals in round one of the Middle East GA League. As has often happened, the games are running slightly behind. We are looking to start streaming the ladies' Division Two final here first, and then we will be looking to have the senior final afterwards. So, as soon as the Division Two final throws in, we will go live. Thank you very much. I can just turn off. So we have the ladies Division 2A or 2C final thrown in here between Sharjah Gaels and Jumeirah Gaels. Jumeirah Gaels and Sharjah Gaels will also face each other in the senior final after this game. Apologies, that is RAK versus Sharjah. RAK also have the same blue jersey, so apologies for that. A reminder then that the senior final will follow this game, and that will be between Jumeirah Gaels and Sharjah Gaels. That is halftime now in the ladies junior Division 2C final between RAK and Sharjah. The next game after this will be the senior final between Sharjah Gaels and Jumeirah Gaels.
Good evening, everyone, and good afternoon if you're joining us from Ireland for this at the 7's Stadium for the finals of the Middle East League Round 1. We currently have the Division 2B final on in front of us here between Sharjah and Rasa Kema. Sharjah are wearing the green, white, and black, and Rasa Kema are wearing the blue. Following this match, we're going to have the finals of the senior ladies between Sharjah and hosts of today's action, Jumeirah Gaels. On the senior front, both Jumeirah Gaels and Sharjah have been in impressive form today, with Sharjah beating Abu Dhabi in the semi-final and Jumeirah beating Dubai Celts by 4 points after extra time. It's a lovely evening here now in Dubai after what was 44 degrees earlier today for the first two matches. And in this final, we'll play 10 minutes a half. I'm Niall McCaig and I'm joined here now by John Daly. John, what are your thoughts ahead of the senior final that's going to be taking place in a few minutes' time?
Yeah, it's great. I think what we saw earlier is how it worked out in the semi-finals. You had Sharjah playing Abu Dhabi, who finished second and third respectively, and then you had Dubai Celts versus Jumeirah Gaels, and Jumeirah Gaels topped the group, so they get the perceived easier game, although they didn't seem to get it in the semi-final because it went to extra time against Dubai Celts, who finished fourth in the group.
And just, John, ahead of the final tonight now, for our viewers back at home, who are your players to look out for?
So there's a lot of good talent out there today. Jumeirah Gaels, certainly World Games captain from 2022 was Megan O'Shea from Limerick. She's absolutely rapid. You have to keep an eye on her. I think she's wearing number 10 today. And then on the Sharjah Gaels side, again, looking at some of the World Games ladies from here, you have Sarah Moore. She'll be hoping to tip over a few scores. And you'll see another flyer on that team as well in Roisin Kavanagh, who will absolutely be flying up and down the pitch.
And John, just going back to the players you mentioned, for Jumeirah Gaels, definitely Megan O'Shea from Herbertstown, Limerick. She's a player who could excel in any sport, such as her class. And likewise, keep an eye on Orla Moran as well from Palatine and Carlo. She's been in exceptional form today with the lovely goal there in the semi-final as well against Dubai Celts. For Sharjah, Roisin Kavanagh in midfield. She's from the St. Fectins club in Louth, and then one of her teammates back at home, Sarah Moore, plays in the full forward line. She's another great player with an unerring right boot as well. So we've got another probably 10 minutes to go until the final as well. But just overall on the day itself, John, from some of the games you saw and from the new rules, what did you make of everything?
Well, it was hot earlier on now. It's a much nicer temperature. I think the players are starting to excel. But you'll see a lot of tired legs, I think, going into the final. And as you said, it's 10 minutes aside in the final, whereas normally the games are 7 minutes aside, including this game here that we're currently watching. So there'll be a lot of heavy legs by the end of it, been so hot earlier in the day. But I think everything else is really good. You can see, I saw a couple of balls brought up for kind of descent and things like that. So I think the players are still getting used to it, but it's definitely an improvement. And we haven't heard too many cards going around today. So I think overall it's been very positive.
I'm 11 years now in the UAE, John, and I think today is probably the warmest day in about 3 or 4 years, just there for probably the first hour or two of action as well. Thankfully, it's cooled down. Where we are at the 7's Stadium, this is a lovely venue where you've got netball taking place just in front of us here on the right-hand side. There's currently a game taking place. This morning there was rugby and there was also football too. And at the beginning of December, this will be the home to the Dubai Rugby Sevens, which is a staple on the UAE sporting calendar as well. You'll have a couple of, you probably have close to 100,000 people up here on the days as well. So there's be some great action. I'm just looking out across here now on the left-hand side. I can see RAK Gaels warming up. They're managed by Niall Groom from Meath and Owen O'Leary from Clare. I'm looking out over the right-hand side and I can see Sharjah warming up too. They're managed by Peter O'Connor. Peter's from Bruff in Limerick, and he was also playing on the Sharjah senior men's team last night. He played corner forward. Actually had a great afternoon as well through the group stages and the final. Sharjah were beaten by Abu Dhabi in that men's final last night. The game went to extra time. It was 4 points apiece, and then in extra time, Abu Dhabi took control and they scored 1-2. We just have a few minutes left in this game here now, and then we'll have the national anthems, and we'll be straight into the action here between RAK Gaels, who are wearing blue, and Sharjah, who are just warming up over there, and they're wearing white, black and green.
I suppose you would, again, just going back to my point earlier, the placement in the group you can see is so important. We were talking before, who would you have as your favourites, and you certainly would have had Abu Dhabi as favourites, and maybe the fact that they finished second in the group, I know it was on points difference, but that meant that they had to play their old rivals in Sharjah Gaels, which would be a perceived tougher opponent perhaps. So, very important that you finish first in the group so you get the easier draw. It's an excellent format.
Absolutely, and just on that Abu Dhabi team, because they would have been expected to be in a final here today as reigning champions, and they have one of probably the best players in the Middle East in terms of Cliona Blake from Doonbeg and Clare. She's just an exceptional player.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal. You can't miss her with the pink boots in the middle of the park as well. She can kick left foot, she can kick right foot, and she's an absolute live wire. She's really fast, and you can see her driving up the field. But I suppose equally, that's what Sharjah have, and that's what Jumeirah have.
Absolutely, and that's why we're set for an intriguing final here today for the first round of the league. And next week we'll have the hurling and camogie round one up in Al-Ain, which is just under an hour away from where we are here at the 7's Stadium. And then round two will take place in Qatar for senior, and for Division 2 it'll take place in Bahrain. I think this is going to extra time, John.
Well, with me for the first time, I've heard a lot of the finals today, and I know the final myself that I played in last night, that went extra time, goal and score, and I heard a couple others. It's a good thing then. That means that there's lots of competitive games going on.
Absolutely, even the senior men's final going to extra time last night, the ladies senior semi-final going to extra time earlier on today as well. So there's been plenty of good competition, and even on the men's side as well, we had the Division 2 final that took place there earlier on. There was a number of former county players in action today on the men's side. Jack Savage, who won an All-Ireland with Kerry, he was in action. Peter Atchison, who would have captained Tipperary when they got to an All-Ireland semi-final in 2016. He was also nominated for an All-Star that year. And you had Lee McGoldrick in action as well today for RAK Gaels. He is from the famous McGoldrick family, where I think nearly all the brothers and sisters have played for Derry at some point over the last number of years as well. So it's been full of fantastic action, and still plenty more to come.
And I suppose for those that are joining in now and expecting that this senior final would be underway, unfortunately, like the semi-final earlier between RAK Gaels and Dubai Celts went to extra time, this game is going to extra time. These are just the unfortunate things that happen in these tournament formats, where we just get a little bit delayed behind because of these games going to extra time or golden score, and there's no way around it, and we have a tight schedule to get through in the day.
And just for context for our viewers as well, with the extra time here, we just play one full period of 4 minutes. And if it's level after the 4 minutes, we go to golden score.
And that makes it a level game there now between RAK and Sharjah, both of them scoring a goal. Remember, it's only 4 minutes of extra time here. And if there still can't be separated after 4 minutes, we will go to golden score. Again, just for anyone joining, we're in extra time here in the ladies 2C final. So we are delayed. The semi-final before this between Abu Dhabi Celts, or Abu Dhabi, apologies, between Dubai Celts and Jumeirah Gaels went to extra time. Jumeirah Gaels came out on top of that, and they will be in the final. But we are in extra time. There's only 4 minutes of extra time, and currently it is level. Both teams scoring a goal in extra time. There can't be much longer left in this, so very much it's in RAK's hands here if they can get a score. And that is level again. So we will go to golden score, guys. So again, golden score is any score, goal or point. It doesn't matter. Level again. So we will go to golden score, guys. We will be having the national anthem shortly after this. So hopefully we get a score early on. As you know, golden score is first to score, but that doesn't mean they score inside the first minute. It could be 1 minute, 2 minutes, or whatever. So again, we are just still delayed with semi-finals going to extra time, etc. So apologies for those tuning in expecting to see the senior final. We are still on the Division 2C final. Just a reminder, this is now golden score. So it will be the first team to score will be the winners of the Division 2C Cup. RAK won the throw-in, so they have the advantage at the minute. Remember, any score will do, goal or point. And with that miss now, Sharjah have the opportunity to have a go. They can make it up the field. RAK are retreating down the field. And here we go. Surely this must be a score for Sharjah. And she's missed. RAK will have another opportunity. Here come RAK once more. And the referee is given a 45. Oh no. It is a 45. Again, advantage RAK here. They just need any score. A point will do. I don't think they have a player that can kick a 45, so they'll probably try and work it in. Yeah, they're gone for the short one. And Sharjah have turned it over now. RAK need to get back into their shape. And here comes Sharjah. I have the chairperson of Middle East GA, who is a proud RAK man, here beside me. He's telling me Kylie on the ball here now. She had a baby 3 weeks ago. She's an absolutely excellent player, and she's kicked a wide, unfortunately. And I'll ask Robbie now, where's Kylie from again? She's Canadian, yeah, an absolute fabulous footballer, a big rugby player as well. Unfortunately, putting that wide though. Again, just a reminder, this is golden score in the Ladies Division 2C final. We've had opportunities at both ends for Sharjah and RAK. And Sharjah have turned it over again. Now RAK will have the opportunity once more. And there's that player that Robbie Corcoran, chairperson of Middle East, was talking about. Kylie, great player. Now RAK are moving at a pace. Sharjah look to get their defence set. Here we go. And it's another wide, unfortunately. It is end to end, but we're just not seeing the finished product, unfortunately. Once more, Sharjah start building. RAK have dropped nearly everyone into their own half. Indeed, they've only one person staying up at the minute. Oh, and they've turned it over. Playing it on the floor. The ref has given a free in to RAK. I think this is Sharjah Long on the ball, former Allian player. And there's an advantage here for RAK as well. We'll come back for the advantage. It's about 30 metres out, maybe, just outside the D. I think Chelsea Nolan will be the player that will kick this. It's a difficult enough angle. There's a bit of wind there as well to contend with, so let's see what happens. There we go. Remember, if this goes over, RAK win the cup. And that is over the bar. And that is RAK winning the Division 2C Cup. Dramatic fashion in golden score. Up next, we will have the ladies senior final. Again, apologies, we've had many games go to extra time and golden score, so that has delayed us a lot. So congratulations to RAK. And now I think it's time we can bring Niall back into the conversation.
We're back, Robbie. Fantastic win for Rossall Came. Chelsea Nolan from Great Cullen there with that lovely score to win the game. We're all set for the ladies senior final here now. I'm seeing the Sharjah team walk on the pitch there at the moment. They're wearing the white, green and black kit, and then RAK Gaels will be wearing the blue. They're just over there speaking, getting some last minute words there from